Well, our farm started back around 1920. And my grandfather, Carmelo, the way I understand the story, he was a stowaway on a ocean vessel from Sicily, ended up in New York City. And then he spent a year working on the docks, and he saved his money. And he bought a ticket back to Sicily, and he got my grandmother and Aunt Clarm. And then they immigrated to Erie. Grandpa bought this particular farm, I think back in 1921 or 22. It was the first 90-acre section that we owned. Well, back when I got out of school, my brother and I, we did a lot of vegetables. We used to grow like 30 acres of tomatoes for Welch's, and then we do grapes for Welch's. So we did a lot of retail business, like one-on-one with the consumer. Plus we did a lot of cannery business with Welch's. And then over the years, we've, like all businesses do, you have to streamline. We were pretty diversified, and it was costing us a lot of money. So we just went toward where we could mechanically harvest anything that we had with a machine. So that basically took us out of the vegetable business and put us right into tree fruit, or into the grape business. So we got up to a couple hundred acres of Concord grapes and Niagaras and some Catawbas. And then we started planting some wine grapes in the vegetable fields. And then that's what we use right here at the business for our winery and for our juice business. The farm market we've had forever. And then the winery, my wife and I started back in 1999. And so that's what, about 15 years or 14 years we've been doing that. It takes you a year or two just to prepare all the paperwork and get things ready to go. So we opened in 2000, and then that was a good move on our part too, because now we're using basically everything that we grow on the farm, from cherries to peaches to the berries to all the different varieties of grapes. We bring them down to our plant right out back, and we process everything that we grow. And then what we don't use, we sell the excess juice to other wineries. The prices that fall are usually the cannery prices, because the processors get affected by the economy. Everything that we bring in and we process and we sell to the consumer, we've maintained our prices, because the consumers want to come out to the farm. They want to buy stuff that's grown locally. They want to buy something that's fresh. So the retail end of both businesses here, the farm market and the winery, have been doing very well. And we've seen some reduced prices, going to the cannery, but they're coming back now. They're back halfway up the ladder again. You're always on equipment, you're outdoors, you're indoors. It's not the same thing every day. Whereas if you worked in a factory and you work on an assembly line, that's your job. That's what you do all the time. Or you work in an office. Here, you're outdoors, you're indoors, you're on equipment. It's a good life.